Alright guys, welcome to Surveillance TV here, bringing you a Queen Ansurek guide. 3-phase fight here with one intermission. First phase, a few things going on. The first mechanic here will be a liquefy on the tank, which is the tank swap. Whenever she casts it, a green puddle goes out underneath her, so make sure you move out of that as it grows in size. The first DPS mechanic here is called Reactive Toxin, which shall mark one person with Reactive Toxin. You'll see in the back left we have a ranged DPS with it. That person will then drop a puddle, which is used for the soak mechanic, where when she now casts Venom Nova right here, she shoots out a ring after a few seconds. Everyone needs to run into this soak, and once somebody steps into the center, it knocks everybody up. In theory, you should time it where you knock over that ring. Someone hit a little earlier there. It's day one. Mistakes are made. After the Venom Nova goes out and hits the Reactive Toxin, you'll see it shoots out those waves of green sludge. You'll want to dodge those, obviously. She'll then cast Silken Tomb right here, which is after a few seconds, everybody gets rooted. You'll want everybody to group up and stack. Cleave these down as soon as possible. Use any root breaks you have. Use freedoms. Get those out. Because if you are stuck in those for too long, the next mechanic will hit you and probably kill you. We have another Reactive Toxin going out here, as well as the Web Blades. So you'll want to be dodging these Web Blades as they come out, and then get ready to move to the Reactive Toxin to jump over the Venom Nova circle. So here again, everybody runs over here to soak up. She casts Venom Nova, someone pops in the middle, we all jump over the circle together. One player then also gets Toxic Concentration on them. You'll see that's that guy running out. You just need to run out, drop that away from their group so it doesn't cleave everybody, and then dodge those green waves that go flying out. We have another Liquefy going out here. Whenever she casts Liquefy, you'll also see it pops out those swirlies on the ground, so you'll want to be dodging those as well. Another soak right here, or not a soak, the root right here. Again, use your root breaks, cleave all of these down. This is the one where if you don't cleave them quick enough, you'll get hit by these Web Blades because they come out pretty quickly on this second set right here. But just dodge those Web Blades and you're good, and then we'll have one more Reactive Toxin before we go into the first intermission. Here's our mage over here dropping the Reactive Toxin. Everyone get ready for the soak and the knockback. Everyone runs in. She's casting Venom Nova. We pop it right about when she casts it. And we all hop into there. Toxic Concentration goes out. Everyone dodges those circles. And we now move to the intermission. So the intermission here, she gets a big Absorb Shield. Thing to note here is if you touch the boss, you insta-die. She'll be casting Rest throughout this, which pulls you in. So just ensure you're far enough away not to get killed by that, and then pop all CDs, blow up this Absorb Shield in the meantime. Dodge the green waves going out. Paralyzing Venom she'll be casting this whole time, which just does group-wide damage. Another Rest goes out here, so you'll want to run out so you don't get pulled into the boss. I'm a Death Knight, so I can Death Advance it. That's the only reason you see me don't move there. Everybody else should get far away. And then after that, you'll just continue DPSing the boss down. Once she dies, we move to phase 2. Here, the raid will split up into two groups, kind of like Razagath. There's an ad on each side of the platform, so split your raid accordingly. Once you DPS this ad down, they're going to knock you back up onto the platforms outside of the arena. You'll see here they drop that blue circle on the ground right there. You want to position yourself so it'll knock you back up and onto the platform behind you. We then land on the platform. You have two ads to kill here, the Chamber Guard and the Expeller. The boss will also be casting Rest throughout this phase, so be careful not to get pulled off the platform. The Expeller also casts that beam you just saw there, so watch out for that as well with the Rests. A couple things you have to dodge right there at once. Expulsion beam right here, that's that beam I was talking about. This guy gets DPS down. Make sure you don't get pulled off by another Rest. Use any movement speeds you got there. You'll then activate these two pylons, which activate the webs to go up to the next platform. Run right by these skitterers. Your top priority here is killing this Worshipper before they get off this Cosmic Apocalypse cast. If they get it off, it's probably a wipe. So make sure you get up there and kill this Apocalypse caster very quickly. The boss will be casting Rest again, so make sure you get out of that. Cleave down these skitterers as well, but like I said, they're very low priority. Top priority is the Worshipper casting that ability. Once you cleave them all down, you'll have one more set of pylons to activate and go up to the third and final platform. Again, you can run right by these skitterers, pull them up to this next Void Speaker here, and then AoE this Void Speaker down, kicking any Shadow Blast casts that are going out. Once this Void Speaker dies, it ends phase 2. We get knocked back up onto the platform in the center to begin phase 3. As you can see, same exact mechanic here. We have the blue orb pulsing, which will knock us back into the center of the boss room again. Once you land, you have a good second to pop a lot of cooldowns right here. The boss caches Aphotic Communion, so you have quite a bit of time to pop buttons, do as much damage as possible before this phase begins, as this phase is a bit of a DPS check. There is a slight enrage towards the end of it with the ads that spawn that we'll talk about. Once the boss finishes casting, she comes over and lands. Here, she'll be casting one tank mechanic called Infest, which is very important. One tank gets infested, you'll see here. They need to run out, as when the Infest drops, it spawns a bunch of little spiders. If those spiders get to the boss, it's a wipe. So slow them, stun them, CC them, kill them as fast as possible. I pop Slappy Hands here to ensure that they're getting pulled back. You have Death Knights you can grip. 2 characters will be hit with Royal Condemnation, you see here. It does raid damage based off of distance, so try to run that out if you can. Again, this was our first run, so things were a little sloppy in this phase. You then run to the boss. The main mechanic here is this Abyssal Infusion, which we slightly messed up here. This is like the Zymox mechanic, where 2 players will drop a portal. You ideally want one on the inside of the ring and one on the outside, as the boss will cast this Frothing Gluttony, which you'll see it's this blue wave that comes in. What you'll want to do is jump on the inner portal first, which will teleport you through to the outer portal over this beam. Not at all what we just did, but you get the point. Again, this was our first kill, so it was a little sloppy. After that goes off, the portals will explode, shooting out those little blue balls. You want to dodge those. And then another Infest goes out, but we'll pause it right here because we actually kill the boss before you see one mechanic. Because we DPS her down too fast because this was normal. There is one more mechanic that happens here where she summons 2 acolytes, and these acolytes come down on webs in the center of the room right here in this circle area. They're 2 spiders just dangling from the ceiling. You'll want to kill these down ASAP. You want to, after their shield gets broken, they have a ability called Null Detonation. You'll want to kill them, kill their shield and kick that and kill them before she casts Frothing Gluttony again, which is the ability where you have to go through the portals. If you don't do that, if the ads are still alive when she goes up there, she'll pretty much eat the ads and get a 100% damage buff, which will just kill your raid. So you really want to prioritize those ads on higher difficulties. But again, this is normal week 1, so we actually didn't even get them because we DPS her down too quickly. And with that, that's the whole Queen Ansurek fight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment. Hope you get some good loot, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.